Welcome to Awesome English. I'm Dan. This lesson is a part of our series on grammar. In today's lesson, we're learning all about subject-verb agreement. All right, let's get started. They is happy. She were hungry. He talk to the girl. What is wrong with these sentences? The subject-verb agreement is incorrect. So let's do a little think, pair, share if you're in class, or brainstorm yourself. What is wrong with these sentences? How can we improve their subject-verb agreement accuracy? All right, go. All right, so before we check answers to those funny sentences, let's check in on our awesome checklist. Now, this is our roadmap to success. These are the objectives we want to achieve by the end of the lesson. So let's focus now. Now, by the end of the lesson today, you will know what is subject-verb agreement. You will know some examples of subject-verb agreement, and you'll be able to practice using it as well. All right, let's get started. What is subject-verb agreement in grammar? Well, it means that a singular subject takes a singular verb, and a plural subject takes a plural verb. Basically, the verb and subject need to agree. They need to be friends. All right, let's learn more. All right, so let's look at those funny sentences from the beginning. They is happy, she were hungry, he talked to the girl. So for the first one, firstly, we need to identify the subject. Now the subject is what the sentence is all about. Okay, so for the first one, the subject is they. The subject is all about they. Now they is plural. It means more than one. It's not talking about one thing or one person. It's talking about more than one. So we need to make sure that the verb, in this case, they've used is. That is wrong. That's a singular verb. So we need to use a plural verb that goes with that plural subject. So the verbs we could have used to help it make sense are verbs like are or were. Now again, it depends on the tense you're using. Are would be present tense, were would be past tense. All right, let's learn more. All right, let's check out the second sentence. So she were hungry. The subject she is singular, but the verb were is for plural subjects. So that means that we need to make sure that the verb is a singular verb. So in this instance, we could use is or was, depending on the tense. So we could have she is hungry or she was hungry. All right, let's check out the next example. All right, so let's check out the final silly sentence we had at the beginning. He talked to the girl. So this is wrong. Firstly, we've got to identify the subject. The subject is he. Again, that's a singular subject. Now with our verb, do you know what our verb is? That's right, the verb is talk. So in this instance, when you have a singular subject, you need to add an S to a verb in this instance. So it should be, he talks to the girl. So remember that? Let's repeat it. When we have a singular subject, we need to add an S to the verb in this instance, like he talks. All right, so let's expand more. So let's expand on this idea further. So let's change the singular subject he to a plural subject we. So in this instance, when we start with a plural subject like we, then it would be correct to have we talk to the girl. When the subject is plural, then we do not add an S to a verb in that instance. We only add the S if the subject is singular. All right, let's start some practice. All right, so now it's time for a think, pair, share, or you can just brainstorm yourself. Look at these examples here that are missing either the subject or the verb. So in the first one, it says something runs to the shop. The next one says they something hungry. And the final one is something is excited. Talk to the person next to you or brainstorm yourself. What verbs or what subjects can you fill in these gaps in order to make sense? Check it out. All right, so let's check out some answers. So for the first one, we've got that verb runs. So it has the S on it. So we're going to need a singular subject. So you could have he runs to the shop, or she runs to the shop. You could even use a name like Sally runs to the shop. All right, so for the second one, you can see we have that subject they. That's a plural subject. It means more than one. So our verb has to agree. So depending on the tense, you could use are or were. So for example, you could have they are hungry or they were hungry. For the next one, you can see here we've got the verb is excited. So is a singular verb. So we're going to need a subject that is also singular. So again, you could have the pronouns he or she or a name like Jeff. Jeff is excited. All right, guys, let's keep moving. Okay, so now it's time for some independent learning. You should now have a better idea about what subject-verb agreement is when you're using it in grammar. So next time you're writing, remember to check if your subject and your verb agree. All right, I'll see you next time, and remember to stay awesome.